There is something that has remained unspoken for far too long, and today I can no longer carry it in silence. I never imagined that life would bring me to this moment, where I would finally gather the courage to say the words that have lived quietly inside my heart for years. This is not an attempt to change your life or ask you to make impossible choices. It is simply the truth that I should have shared long ago. Before I say anything else, I want you to know that I respect the life you have built. Time has taken us in different directions, and every decision we made brought us to where we are today. There are chapters that can never be rewritten, and there are roads that should not be traveled again. I understand that better now than I ever did before. Even so, there are some feelings that never completely disappear. They do not control every thought or every moment, but they remain like quiet echoes in the background of the heart. Years may pass, seasons may change, and entire lives may unfold, yet certain memories continue to remind us of who we once were. You may not realize it, but you crossed my mind more often than you would ever expect. Sometimes it happened when I heard a familiar song. Sometimes it happened when I walked past a place that reminded me of conversations we shared. Sometimes it happened for no reason at all. A single moment of silence would arrive, and suddenly I would remember your laughter, your kindness, and the dreams we once talked about as though they were waiting just around the corner. Life had different plans. We were young, hopeful, and convinced that love alone could solve every obstacle. We believed that if two people cared enough, the future would naturally arrange itself. Experience has taught me otherwise. Love is powerful, but life is complicated. Responsibilities appear. Families grow. Expectations change. People make choices that affect not only themselves but everyone around them. Looking back, I don't blame either of us. I don't regret knowing you. I don't regret loving you. I don't even regret the pain that followed when our paths separated. Every experience shaped the people we became. There was a time when I wondered if forgetting you would be easier than remembering you. I tried convincing myself that the past should remain exactly where it belonged. I focused on work, responsibilities, and the daily rhythm of life. Outwardly everything seemed normal, yet every now and then a memory would gently return, reminding me that some connections leave permanent marks on the heart. That isn't something to fear, it isn't something to feel guilty about, it simply means that certain people become part of our story forever. As the years passed, I learned an important lesson. Loving someone doesn't always mean holding on to them. Sometimes love matures into respect. Sometimes it becomes gratitude. Sometimes it quietly transforms into a sincere hope that the other person finds happiness, even if that happiness exists in a life where you are no longer the center of their world. That realization brought peace I had been searching for. Today I no longer look backward wishing life had been different. Instead, I look back with appreciation. You taught me patience without realizing it. You taught me the importance of honest conversations. You taught me that kindness leaves a deeper impression than grand promises ever could. You also taught me that every relationship, whether it lasts a lifetime or only a season, leaves behind lessons that continue shaping us long after the story changes. If I could tell you only one thing today, it would be this: never underestimate the impact your presence has had on another person's life. You may have forgotten conversations that I still remember. You may have moved beyond moments that quietly encouraged me during difficult seasons. Small acts of compassion often become unforgettable memories for someone else. You never needed to be perfect, you only needed to be genuine. That authenticity is what stayed with me. There are moments when people believe that the most meaningful words are the ones spoken during the happiest days. I have discovered the opposite. Some of the most meaningful words arrive years later, after life has humbled us, after pride has faded, and after we finally understand what truly matters. What matters is not who won the argument. What matters is not who walked away first. What matters is not who was right. What matters is whether we learned to become better people because we knew each other. I believe we did. If our paths never cross again, I hope you continue walking with confidence. I hope you protect your peace. I hope you continue showing kindness to people who need it. I hope you never stop believing that difficult seasons eventually give way to brighter days. Most of all, I hope you never question your worth because of relationships that ended. The ending of one chapter never determines the value of the person living it. You deserve happiness. You deserve honesty. You deserve people who celebrate your victories and stand beside you during your struggles. If life has already given you those blessings, treasure them with your whole heart. As for me, I carry no expectations. This message is not an invitation to reopen closed doors. It is simply a quiet expression of gratitude for someone who once played an unforgettable role in my journey. Sometimes the greatest gift we can offer another person is not asking them to return to the past but thanking them for helping us become who we are today. That is why I wanted these words to finally be spoken. Not to change your future, not to disturb your present, but to honor a chapter that shaped both of us in ways we may never completely understand. Whatever tomorrow brings, I sincerely hope your days are filled with peace, your home is filled with laughter, and your heart remains surrounded by people who truly value you. You deserve nothing less.